next performance is the Odd Year Orator, Jubilee Jackson of the class of 2019. The oration theme this year is Method to the Madness. Jubilee's speech is entitled The Hollowed Mansion. Jubilee would like to relay these thanks. Above everyone, I would like to thank the Most High God. I am incredibly humbled and grateful for this opportunity to share truth. Thank you to my parents and family for all of their prayers and support from day one. I'd like to thank the judges for their time and their insight, Nykerk for all of their needed efforts, and my morale boy, who encouraged me in countless ways. I want to give a considerable thank you to my Cocos, Nancy Benda and Sarah Jane, for releasing me from the odd year play nest and genuinely giving me permission to audition for oration, yet still reminding me that I will always have a home in play. My family and my gorgeous, supportive, and humble oration coaches, thank you for making rehearsal the highlight of my day. Despite your occupied schedules, you sacrificed your time and sleep just for me. Speaking of sleep, thanks for helping me break the cycle of getting 4 hours a night. I know that you are both considerate and thoughtful. Thank you for being the magnet that pulled out what was deep inside my heart. Tonight, I do this for the glory of God, and tonight, I do this for you. Love, Nugget. Ladies and gentlemen, the sophomore orator.
I dare you to hang up the phone, to end the conference call with society's lies. Remove the costume of your disguise to being everything you're not. Aren't you weary of trying to impress the masses and being the best actor and actress in the production of your fragmented life? Remove the scales from your tired eyes so you're not blind to reality, and disregard the somber melody left on repeat so your ears can listen to the real beat. There are various lies we tend to believe that leave me wondering, why are we so busy with superficial living? I used to think that make-believe was to when I was 3, then extended to 10 and maybe even 13, but will I be the real Jubilee by the age of 23? We are fooled into thinking we need to be a flawless mansion, simply prohibited to reveal external imperfection and internal emptiness. By feasting on shallow interaction, we perpetuate this fictional image of fulfillment. We build ourselves high above the humble height of a tree and overlook reality from a standpoint of pride. Yet, if we were to meet on the ground of truth, we would notice that our home is sinking. It is being engulfed by the untruths, leaking from the toxic soil on which society has built our mansion upon. As a consequence, through the unexpected storm that God allows, we discover that our walls, constructed from bricks of lies, are not as sturdy as we thought. It is hard to believe the method to God's madness. For years, I was labeled as the athlete. I played a total of 6 team sports, but college forced me to narrow it down to only one. I chose lacrosse. For months, I worked to improve my speed, agility, and strength. I ran every single day so I can get faster than I was before. 7 days before the tryouts, a 10-pound weight fell and fractured my toe, while an even heavier weight stomped on my soul. I was smacked with the reality of possibly not being able to run, something that I took for granted. The sting of ripping the label off as an athlete lingered. Throughout the season, I sat on the bench. I was nothing but a stagnant collection of bones, overlooked and ignored, yet still expected to smile. When everything in my life ceased, I realized that I was not okay. I was a prisoner to myself and a slave to society. I procrastinated for way too long on confronting the disruption in my harmonic life. The only way I recognized my instability was when God physically slowed me down. It is profound when you settle down in the madness and sit in the piercing silence. Your walls crumble into a pile of mishap and confusion. The enemy of loneliness dropped its burdensome stamp on my heart. As I continued to pour into my teammates, I was left in a state of hollowness. But because of my huge personality, everyone assumed that I was doing all right. Well, why would anyone need to check on a mansion that was so put together? If they were to look through the window, their wondering eyes would discover empty, desolate rooms. But these rooms were once filled with guests who merely visited for the party and laughter, leaving me alone to clean up the disaster, to pick up the pieces to my shattered reflection. As I closed my eyes to sleep, I remained incomplete, unable to recall genuine feeling of human interaction. I could not turn down the volume to the lies of the enemy, whispering and reminding me of how alone I felt. I placed a hand lightly over my chest, simply to check if I was even living. I wasn't. I was only existing. We are dangerously focused on cleaning this mansion of ours to make it look inviting for others. So much so we are too occupied to notice the natural beauty. We're too busy to feel. We have to stop depicting this false perception of being a mansion. It's okay to be a house. Stand confident in admitting your house is messy, chaotic, and sloppy. With every single waking moment, you decide who you're going to be. It begins with lighting your fireplace of passion, where the lie is ignited and only truth is seen. When you discover what's at your core, there is not a soul that can suffocate your glowing inferno, because there's nothing worth more. Your initiative to end leading a misguided life is to stop watering the seeds of deception, because you deserve more to live than on a foundation of lies. I learned this a difficult way. The essential route to avoid self-destruction is to celebrate through the rigid times of pain. The most hectic and unexpected experiences are those that provide the strength for your house to stand firm through the storm. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so you may be mature, complete, and lacking nothing. Therefore, let the Creator take control of building your house. There is a method to God's madness. We aren't meant to do it ourselves. It may seem you're feeling left incomplete, without the roof connecting your walls and the cut-off chimney, but trust the constructor in his mighty hand to place you on a solid rock foundation. He will refurnish your rooms with all things made new, because that's what he is for, and that's what he came to do. Tonight, I encourage you to be introspective. Stop running this marathon on false fuel. It's deceptive. Do you realize that you are chosen amongst many? You are set apart and hold the value worth more than just a penny. I urge you to relocate from the sinking ground of falsehood and structure yourself on the firm ground of truth. Wrap yourself in the method to God's madness. Expose the lies, snatch off the labels and ties, and start anew. Happy birthday! This is the moment when you begin to live.